Like, this is a pretty sick Omni pick. And Razor
Yeah.
just loves being tanky, so.
Did you have the opportunity to watch the CNDPC finals, or were you too busy at the bachelor party?
I was definitely too busy at the bachelor party. All I know is a PSG LGD won.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert. That's
that's
how
rough for
spoilers
everyone who
work,
won.
go, right? You say it after you spoil something?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
you got that 100% correct.
Okay, good, good.
What we did see is a bit of a shift in the meta during that one. Omni Knight ended up getting picked up in these grand final games that they played. Two of the three that LGD won. So this hero, I'm not surprised to see picked up now by nouns. I think that the strength this thing gives you is incredibly underrated before. As long as you're doing two defensive on your picks. LGD did this several times. They tried to go defensive supports up against Aster in the upper bracket finals. Then in the grand finals, they just went Omni as their defensive support and then picked other things that were kind of aggressive. It ended up working wonders. There's just way too much healing coming out from him. I think the way the meta shifted in 7.31c really makes Omni feel just as good as he was before, especially since Shadow Shaman was like one of the strong heroes that was unchanged, and Omni is great against him. So I like this here, but they don't have a great way of dealing with illusions at the moment, which is, I imagine, why Hokori pick up this Naga Siren and banning out some of the counters to it. They get rid of the Leshrac already.
Yeah, I mean, I like this a lot. There's not a lot
Mhm.
of heroes left that deal with the Naga Siren. I think Naga Siren is decently strong right now as well. That being said, Razor does kind of own Naga Siren. Like, this is not a
Hard disagree,
really
but continue.
you think Naga. Okay, no, that's fine. Like, I've played this matchup a pretty good amount of times, and as long as Razor finds the real one, he just runs at you. He doesn't care about your
Eh,
illusions or like your Song of the Siren and stuff, right?
Doesn't he just doesn't Naga Siren just run at you back with the illusions while running away on the hero, or fight into you with the net? If you activate the BKB, you're still disabled by the net. If you have Agnem Scepter on the net,
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like it goes as far as Razor's way as you think it does. I don't know.
we'll see.
On
We'll see.
paper, it definitely sounds Naga favored.
The longer fights definitely favor the Razor.
You are
Uh,
the higher MMR player now, though, Ricky. So good for you.
I feel like the longer fights favor the Razor just because like he's a hero that just goes like refresher, BKB, you know, eventually like an Aghanim Scepter, and just all right, there's your illusion clear from the Pangolier. That's guaranteed to be Gunner's Pango. Very good at that hero. And I think this is
Nah,
smart. This is a like Pango was like giga nerfed in terms of like stun locking people, but they didn't really change his swashbuckle and everything. So he still does a lot of damage with things like Diffusal and Ags, which is a great diffusal Ags game.
yeah. Uh, it is. I mean, this is one of the best solutions you could have gone for here. I'm not sure what they last pick. They probably just want to counter this Pangolier, right?
You
But a
could,
lot of the time, your counter is like a position 4 or something like that. So no amazing ways at dealing with this Pango last pick. It seems.
it's like Puck or Bloodseeker here, I think.
I guess Puck. Yeah, Puck is probably who you want to go for. Yeah, make it Puck, man.
We'll see. Hokori, they got plenty of options. Me, oh yeah, Invoker's banned. I was like, maybe you go Invoker, but Invoker's banned. Yeah, I think it's got to be Puck. Yeah, there it is. Just too good sometimes. Too good sometimes.
Yeah, you're built. You're simply built different, Ricky.
Thank you.
Excellent work.
What do you think? Is the Puck good enough here?
Uh Yeah, I'd say the puck is one of the better things that they could have picked. I really wanted to see Nouns grab a puck this game for a little bit of catch after the laning phase. But I do like the draft better than it was better than game number 1. That was my favorite going into this game. I would probably have to say I think Nouns are going to be able to run them over. I think Nouns are going to be able to run them over. They want to take this to the late game, but I don't think they're going to let them. So Hokori are going to have their work cut out for them. If Analog can pop off in the mid lane with this like superior matchup of Analog versus Gunner, I think they'll be okay. But I'm going to go with Nouns for game number 2.
All right. I tend to agree, actually. I think this is definitely like a pretty solid draft from Nouns. Oh my god, Gardic has my favorite Witch Doctor cosmetic, and I'm so sad I don't own it. But Yeah, I think nouns just this draft checks all the boxes for me. This is a solid draft. It's got everything you need. Winning safe lane matchup, winning like off lane matchup for the most part. It's close. It's close. The one thing is that like you have Keeper of the Light, who's pretty good at clearing out the illusions from the Naga Siren. Beastmaster's Boar, I don't believe is stunned for like
5 seconds. It's not. You get 200% damage to non-hero units now with the paralyzing cask. It's not a 5-second stun anymore.
Yeah, so it's more damage to kill the boar, but it doesn't actually stun the boar for an eternity. So it's not as heavy of a counter as it used to be. But we'll see. Should be a really fun game.
Yeah. We'll see if he ends up going like Wild Axe or something like that instead in order to deal with this. But I imagine he'll probably still go boar now that it doesn't have that 5-second disable like it used to. Let's get this show on the road, though. Corey against nouns. It is very important for nouns to win these games, by the way. They want to secure themselves first place in this round robin.
I don't know if they can anymore, can they?
They can. Absolutely, they can.
They can secure first place?
They play the next 3 days. Yeah, I'm almost certain they play the next 3 days.
They've got 2 draws. I think with this one, the best they can do is tie wildcard. They actually can't beat them.
Wait, 3-1 and
they're 3-1-1, and they're gonna draw this series if they win.
Wildcard. Who would be on top then? How would the score be decided?
Wildcard, Infinity, and Nouns might all tie with identical scores.
Yeah. So they have to win every single game from now on in order to tie with Wildcard up at the top. But who would be like on top? Well, how would you break that tie though? Who would actually be first place inside the groups? Because they 1-1'd each other.
You know, I think that is for admin Nina to figure out, and I'm sure in a very painstaking and math type way. What do you think?
Yeah. It sounds like a Nina job for sure. I certainly don't want to do it.
Gunner here takes the Dragon Tail. There's going to be the Maledict. He actually pump faked the Maledict to go after the heal, which is pretty dang smart. And Gunner, he might just tick out to this.
Yeah, he will.
That is it.
He didn't even bother popping the Fairy Fire to try and survive that. He just figured he was dead.
Dude, yeah, I'm not sure if you saw that. He pump faked the Maledict until after the Purification came out. And so he didn't have like the
heal from the Purification.
Yeah, like factored into the calculation for it.
Yeah. Because it's it's decided on your HP when the Maledict is first cast versus your HP on each tick of the Maledict, rather than how much damage is done to you through the Maledict.
Correct.
I mean, it's crazy that this is how much health they lost since the curse began. Yeah, it's crazy that it still works like this. It has never worked like how the ability to describe ever since this hero's been introduced to Dota.
We're going to TI.
I'm surprised it's not something that they've touched on. It's how much health they lost since the curses began. You would think it would count damage, but it should be like the difference in how much HP when the curse is applied.
Yeah, it's like the numerical difference in HP.
Yeah, it should definitely. I mean, this has been in the game for like 10 years now. It should definitely change the wording to be a little bit easier for people to understand.
I'm sorry, Neph. Are you saying that there's something wrong with a tooltip in Dota?
For 10 years! For 10 years!
I don't know what you're talking about. This game seems absolutely perfect. Now, I'm not sure if you did notice, but Moo did in fact go the Wild Axes build on the offlane Beastmaster, and I like this a lot, especially paired with the Keeper of the Light. It's very good at dealing with the Naga Siren's illusions.
Yeah, it'll clear them out fairly quickly with that. The question is if he continues to go Wild Axes here. I've seen sometimes that the Beastmaster just goes like 1 or 2 points in the laning phase when people counter out his boar, and then they start maxing out the boar after the laning phase ends. It could be what Moo does here, but we'll have to see. Either way, he goes Inner Beast level 2. We'll find out what he does shortly. He's going to bring up Basilius again this game, so it's possible that he does just plan on maxing out these Wild Axes.
I mean, it's not
this year.
It's not bad. Like you'd think you definitely go like 2 points in this lane in Wild Axes, especially with the Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, I just.
Did you like? I was pointing to the fact that specifically Coddle was in this game.
I only listened to like 25% of what you said.
Oh my god, so toxic.
It's not worth listening to. El Micho, it's getting the kill off on a Husky.
Husky went real deep there.
No.
If you're gonna go in deep, Yuma in trouble.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, there's a big. Okay, actually, the dispel.
Is he gonna go for the axes again?
No. The dispel removed the staxes. Staxes. I'm gonna call it staxes. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, the staxes of the wild axes.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that. That's the term.
Yeah, so that's why you ended up dropping that mirror image there. Yes, the illusions got cleared out instantly, but if he ended up building up another stack there, he definitely would have gone down, did that damage amp. So Yuma with a big brain, and Ricky with the even bigger brain to notice it. Well played, Ricky.
Wow, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. He's missing half of these staxes now, though. Last two of them hasn't ended up connecting. Man, this is miserable to play against.
Nothing for you.
He is taking so much damage. Like, he hasn't gone Voodoo Restoration on this Witch Doctor either. I'm pretty sure he gets this once he hits level 3. No, he didn't. He just goes Maledict. Yeah. This is insane. This is crazy people stuff. 2 staxes.
I mean, he's about to get sniped. Magic? He's about to get sniped. Yeah. Whoa, Yuma, run! Okay, he's fine. Yeah, this is a sick lane counter. This is working out really well.
Yeah, it shows a salve off to a mid lane, analog, Gunner, contesting the water rune from each other. Gunner has the ping advantage and faster fingers. He's a god gamer.
I think there was a moment in time where we said something about finger guns, and I think we regretted it immediately after.
Yeah.
But Gunner, yeah. Dude's quick.
Yeah.
Move top lane. In some trouble. Does have the board tanking the tower, though, which is quite nice. So he's going to be just fine. So he's just staying at 2 points on the wild axis. And I think this is where you want to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I think more than that, you're probably going to like slow down your farming speed.
Yeah, and like your goal is to go like Helm Dom into being like a big pusher after this. Like, yes, it's very good at harassing Yuma, and Yuma is having a miserable time here. 22 CS, but yeah, you have to focus on your own game, being able to take towers and whatnot. So Moo's prepping for post-laning phase. At least I imagine. If he goes 3 points in the axis, I will be surprised, but you don't see him going for like his Aghanim Scepter build. They're chasing down Z-Freak now, and he doesn't have big speed. He might just drop. Yeah, nice body block with Illusion.
Yeah, it
ends up being enough. Yeah, it does.
2 points Maledict, pretty good now.
Dire's top tower is in danger.
Down in the bottom lane, continue to chase the Vitali out. El Micho, not really enough mana to work with, and running down these heroes. He decided to go 2 points Aethershock, 1 point Shackles.
Beastmaster might be in trouble here. Maledict in 1, Analog with a coil. I got him.
Huh?
Sick rotation.
They're going to TP over to the mid lane. I mean, he comes in here. You'd love to be able to pressure this mid tower.
He was trying to keep the catapult alive, actually. Z-Freak TP'd in to like illuminate the wave and try and keep the catapult alive, but it ended up dying anyway. Gunner bottles up an arcane rune, actually.
Yeah, is he going to go for this? He is. I mean, okay. He's about to go for it. He had the arcane rune, but he realized, all right, it's a puck. Yeah, like this illusion arrow is gonna be off a cooldown in half a second. There's no way I'm gonna be able to kill this guy. A lot of other heroes you probably would have tried to go for there. Husky getting run down by Vitali and El Micho. You have Shackles to work with here. But Kristabile comes in and El Micho decides that it's time to run away. I don't think they'll be able to get the kill off of Vitali here. I mean, Bracer, Boots of Speed, 2 points, Dragon Blood. He's gonna be just fine.
Top lane though, Moo. He ended up going for a 3rd point in Axis, so he does just fully commit to this build, but it's gonna cost him his life. As another rotation from Analog and the Maledict doing work.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be rotating in and helping Yuma out here. You're just getting destroyed on the Naga Siren, so your game is going to get a lot easier like this. And Gunner, unfortunately, not an amazing hero for trying to punish these Analog rotations. Like, he is going for the tower and getting a couple whacks off it every time, but not enough to really bother Hokori. Now down in the bottom lane, trying to put some pressure onto this tier 1 themselves. Catapult and Corrosive Breath. They're going to whittle this one down. He's going for a Falcon Blade on Racer. Do you like this like on his way to getting the BKB?
This is like definitely one of those items that's like, I have yet to figure out like the scenarios in which you're supposed to buy this. Because it definitely is expensive. Like, it is an expensive item that takes a slot. And I feel like a lot of people just play Razor and just rush BKB. Like, they don't actually care about anything else. They just want the BKB. So, yeah. It's a little bit weird when I see people go for the Falcon Blade.
Logic is, like, it gives you a little bit of bulk. You get mana regen from it. So it increases your farming speed because a lot of time your major farming tool is this Plasma Field.
Yeah.
So that's what they go for with it. But it does make your BKB come out slower. So it's like, am I getting worth out of it from the extra mana regen and a little bit of HP? If I'm fighting with heroes, absolutely. If not, then BKB as quick as possible. I usually want like one thing on the way to getting that BKB though.
Yeah.
Mid lane, they smoke up on Analog and Almisho. It looks like they're gonna make a rotation down to the bottom.
It's got the Dream Coil once again. Wants to put it to good use.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Question is, will they find a new one? Costabile is already TP'd to the mid lane. He wants to dodge this one out. Yeah. Scan behind the tower.
I think it connected with Husky for a moment there.
It did, yeah.
And they're just gonna think that he TP'd out.
To their top tower.
And he'll be able to soak up a little bit of XP down here. And I'm pretty sure they get the tier 1 with this rotation. You do have Dragon Form, and yeah, just about now. So this will go the way of Hokori. First tower of the game. Gunnar's pressuring the top one. He's got Orb of Corrosion though, so this will help him push it a little bit faster. Along with the Beastmaster. The Ghost, 72 damage on this thing, absolutely insane.
Piercing
type. Yeah.
That's so spooky, man. I'd be terrified if that Ghost was running at me.
Can we get a close-up of the Ghost, please? Thank you.
It is very scary.
Yeah. I'm done with seeing that. I don't want to be spooked. Let's get back to the game, please. Vitali took a lot of damage there from Gunnar, but he's just going to be able to walk away. So Diffusal Blade is what he's going for, is his first item. Do you like this here on the Pango?
Yeah, I think this is the only way that you can play Pango now. I don't think you go like the Blink Dagger build anymore. I think your game plan is definitely like Diffusal nowadays. And against Naga Siren, it's so good. Like, it's like Pango's your only hero that like reliably clears illusions this game. So I'm curious if after this he goes Blink or if he just goes for the Aghanim Scepter. Because it's one of the two.
Yeah, I think he'll probably go Blink after this. I do like it quite a bit, especially against the Dragon Knight. Against the Dragon Knight, like being able to take out all of his mana, like yes, if you don't kill him, it's kind of whatever, but you take away all of his mana, he might as well be dead. He's not spamming out Dragon Tail, Breathe Fire, and Fireball in these team fights. So great job removing and how useful he's going to be. Bottom lane, try to set up on Almisho.
No matter what he does here, he's in trouble, right? Like, yeah. He's like, he can't shackle or hex one, you know, like it just gets removed. Yeah. So
yeah, if he throws a hex off onto Gunnar instead of Husky, then Husky just with the Heavenly Grace. So he did about as much as he could and tried to TP.
Costabile mid lane just gets soloed by Analog on the puck.
Yep.
Now it's the Witchblade reveal, which actually is a pretty substantial amount of damage. Okay, fight recap, very cool. What about death recap?
Last fight recap.
Oh, there we go.
What does my death recap say? I missed the beginning of that initiation.
Just waning rift into auto attacks basically.
Yeah. Yeah, this hero does way too much damage with the Witchblade. Gets on top of you easily. Triple nuke. No pain in the ass to deal with. Moo status.
Yes.
Up in the top lane. I mean, he's got Helm Dom. He can beat the speed. He's working on Blink Dagger as next item. So I think his goal to get on top of Nagasai with this thing, and then potentially blow them up, or at least try to stun lock her with the Pango. It's going to be difficult now that the Pango's got hit with that Shadow nerf, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, right? That's why a lot of people were so confused. But Coil is available. Oh, in 5. Okay, coming up soon. does have this haste rune here on the Puck, making him very difficult to actually catch. And Gunnar wanting to continue to push this mid lane. He does have that Diffusal Blade completed. He's actually queued up a Lincoln Sphere. It is a very good Lincoln's game. Dragon Tail, Hex, Shackles, Net. Like, there's a lot of spells that you can remove with this.
No. Unfortunately, is going to come out late. They're not going to be able to defend this tier 1 tower. Okay, never mind. They are going to try to.
He's just got to snap this right away. And yeah, nice save from the Omni Knight on the backside. They're going to go ahead and immediately pop that ult. The question is, can they get anything out of it? No, Maledict just barely whiffed there by Gardic. They actually dropped these wards very defensively around the tower.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they're going to approach this tier 1 tower just because these wards are here for the next 30 seconds. But as soon as they're up, I think they go for it. Dude, they're backdooring the tower on Vitaly and Elmisho. Look at this.
Yeah, I was watching this as well. They did cut mid-wave as well. So both teams are just... I mean, I feel like you've got to...
This is peak Dota right here.
You're just losing the tower. They're like pinging it like, guys, what the hell's going on here? We got to punish this. DP's coming in.
Oh my god, they're late. Oh my god, this was the most brilliant play I've ever seen a Dota 2 team make out of Hokori. They absolutely played nouns there. As soon as the wards expired, they backed up on nouns as well.
Nice
roar.
roar.
Lose a Dragon Knight.
Okay, you are going to lose the Dragon Knight. The question is, will you lose more? Gunnar up on the high ground looking for Elmisho. And Elmisho, oh, wait a minute. Uked him for a moment, but still ends up dying. And they do end up grabbing the tower anyway. Who got it? Did they deny it? They did. Puck denied the tower.
Oh my god. Hokori is too good, man. It wasn't Puck, it was Elmisho. Of course it was Elmisho. He's a genius. Dude, the wards to bait them out and just like force down to walk away. And the Dragon Knight goes in back towards the enemy team's tower. They place a ward underneath that one. They dodge that one out. I mean, yes, they end up losing heroes towards the end of it, but they got a 1-for-1 trade off of like a tower that is basically lost. Now just had no idea how to deal with that one properly. That was pretty sick. Alright, Puck finishes up his Blink Dagger, so he's going to be looking for a kill immediately after he heals up his mana. And all this while, Yuma's farming, man. I mean, this is going to be an issue as the game goes on. He is going for that Aghanim Scepter that I talked about, by the way. So he says, to hell with Razor's BKB. He's going to be able to throw a net off into him while he's BKB and try to chase him down.
It's a good one. It's very good Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, it's rare to see this come out this early for the Naga, though. Like, just Manta style straight into eggs. You think he'll go for that, or he'll go hard first?
I think Manta Ags is fine, actually. Because it's good against Pango as well. Like, you don't have... Like, Puck doesn't have to reserve coil for him, which is, like, really strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it is going to be pretty sick. If Yuma can continue to find farm. He's at the top of the net worth right now. But I think now's the time for Announce to try to make some plays around the map. Puck just played them.
Yeah, just pumps their smoke. Happens to be walking right under vision for a moment, but... I don't quite see where they are.
Yeah. Blink Dagger finished on move, but it needs to fly out to him still. He's going to be looking to set up a Blink Roar play. When it gets over here.
Coil? Oh, it misses Gunnar. He's going to turn out the Rolling Thunder. There's the Roar as well. Puck in so much trouble. Chain stun down falls. Big kill there going the way of Nouns. The question is, can they turn it into anything? Because they need to. Like, they actually have to be getting some objectives here.
I don't think this is going to turn into anything. Someone has to deal with the bottom lane push as well. I'm pretty sure Elmisho just continues to follow the catapult and whatnot down here and then drops massive wards on the tower. He's not doing that, though. He figures the enemies are going to be approaching him, and he catches them out underneath that observer ward. Coming for him. That's the reason why he backs off. So they don't turn that into anything, unfortunately. Ow. Do manage to take that team fight. They get themselves Puck, but not much outside of that one. Unlucky.
All right, so what's the state of this game? It is 5-6, 17 minutes in, almost no net worth lead for either teams. It is dead even, basically. Only a couple hundred gold difference at this point.
What is this game boring, if you ask me? I want to see more kills. Give the people what they want. And we're probably not going to see that either. I'm pretty sure. All right, never mind. We're going to see it. Razor finishes his BKB. He just needs mana. It's being flown out to him right now. There's no reason for nouns to not fight into them. You just finished Blink Dagger on the Beastmaster. Your Pango is... Oh, please don't tell me he can wait for this Lincolns. He's probably going to wait for this Lincolns because I think he knows that this net is going to be a problem. Or
Lincolns is very
Shadow
important.
Shaman's going to be a problem. Yeah, I mean, that's your counter to the net, right?
Moo actually had an Aghanim Scepter queued up for a moment on the Beastmaster, but goes out and queues up the Shard now, which it is a very good Shard. You do have to finish. You do have to get this, but I'm wondering if he ends up actually going for the Ags this game. All right, into Roche Pit they go. I mean, it's such an easy Roche for them. And right now, Hokori, they have no vision on this side of the map, and they do happen to see El Misho bottom dropping these wards, so this is basically go time, right? They know that there's no way they're going to get into the Roche Pit for this.
Yep.
That being said, Analog is going to get scouted by a... Oh, they end up smoking.
Dude, he's got to go back for the Quicksilver Amulet. This is going to be his undoing.
Oh my goodness.
He's got to run. All right, they get baited out of the pit. They got to go back and finish this one ASAP.
Yeah, they're losing their bottom tower. They got to.
Yeah. I mean, this is the classic. You lose bottom tier 2 when you're playing on the Radiant side. You end up getting yourself Roshan. They need to turn this Rosh into something, though. Because you're losing a lot of map control at the moment. And against Nagasaki, that is not a good thing. It gives her even more space to farm.
Yeah. You can see where Analog is too, feeling so confident on the puck right now. Like, you just have very difficult heroes to punish. So they're just playing incredibly
confidence
greedy.
on the Shadow Shaman. Look at where he is.
Yeah.
He's just like underneath your tier 3 tower.
Analog. They actually don't see him hiding in these little trees here.
Yeah. I can't believe El Misho is getting away with this. Our Razor's coming down here now. It's time for El Misho to leave. And he's going to see the Beastmaster coming out onto him in just a moment as well. Yeah. Observer Ward scouts that one out.
And the thing is,
Dude,
like, if El
might just run
Misho's
to El
forcing
Misho.
this, like, it's pretty good.
Goes to be like just about ran to El Misho. He was just like clinging onto the waves here.
Eh?
If he had more movement speed, he definitely would have found him.
And look at Analog. He's just gonna continue staying here and cutting the wave. He got the last. He just got another one. And he's just gonna continue to hang out here and get the next.
Well, this is just how they're going to play for the next couple of minutes against his Aegis, it looks like. They want to dodge as much as possible. Continue to allow Nagasaki to farm this tower advantage they have. And make sure these lanes are shoved in. They'll get this bottom tier 1, but this is like whatever. This is like a non-important tower.
I mean, they're getting top tier 1 eventually. Like, Puck has not let a wave come up this lane now for a minute and a half. They do see Gardic behind the tower here. There's Hawk there to scout him out. They go ahead and do the Blink Roar. They find themselves a kill there onto that Witch Doctor, and it will also, like you said,
Dude,
guarantee them the
look
kill.
at what El Misho's doing now.
Yeah, they're just waiting. They're just cutting all the side lanes.
Yeah. All right. They're trying to take the top. But, oh
Gunner.
my God, Gunner tried to defend this one.
Yeah, he
Song of
just
the
pops the
Siren is gonna
song.
come out. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's just going to TP now on you.
Z-Freak found El Misho, or rather, who has found who? Because El Misho... What? Okay.
That's damage.
Turns
That
out
is damage
Z-Freak
right
did
there.
find El Misho.
Yeah.
Thought there was no chance he dies, but turns out you just do 700 nuke right to the face.
Yeah. What level was this Q?
That was 4 points purification and 4 point illuminate.
Yeah, that was
Plus
the
the Veil of Discord.
Discord damage.
Yeah.
That was increased spell damage there. That was a lot of damage. All right, so they are kind of punished now. They lose the Shadow Shaman, who does finish up his Blink Dagger, by the way. Now this man is going to be a nuisance to deal with. If you can jump your back line, get on top of any of these heroes to disable, your team fight's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah. As of right now, they still have 2 minutes left on this Aegis. They're going to pressure this top tier 1. They have finally managed to escort a wave up here. But look who's going for the next one. Analog. Got his eyes set. Did they keep a creep alive? It doesn't look like they popped the drums just in case to try and finish off. Instead, they're going to dive Vitali here on the Dragonite. Out of mana, out of life. It's tier 2 tower. Will they be able to grab the kill? They do. Nicely done. As El Misho is still cutting lanes.
Yeah. Oh,
They
they
found
found
Puck.
him. Moo predicted the jump.
Does
Is
he
he
have the
gonna go
damage
down?
to finish him off, though, is the question. It's not going to be easy. The coil does come through. Analog on the run. Gunner's not
Moo
going to
took
catch
so
him.
much damage. He couldn't keep the chase up on Moo. I think the play there would have been to like let Moo snap the coil and then Husky hits him with the Heavenly Grace.
Well, Gunner did find Shadow Shaman in the process.
I mean, that's whatever. I mean, Puck is out, man.
Puck is out.
Continue on. They aren't using this Zeta. There's only a minute left on this thing, man.
Yeah.
Hokori are dodging this like dodgers.
Wow. Are they now?
I have a way with words.
You see, neph is one of those people who goes to bed every night reading dictionaries.
I can recite at least 10 different words now. Kaya-san completed on the Puck, so this is making it more difficult to kill. If they manage to get on top of him with this Primal Roar, I mean, he's back out that much faster simply with like the Pango chains done off onto him.
Radiant are scanning
His Naga Siren is getting big. Too swole to control even.
It's going to be scary.
Yep. Once he has this heart, you're going to struggle to be able to put enough damage in to kill him. Yeah, they're just playing this incredibly safe. So it is expiring in another 10 seconds. They didn't get the opportunity to use this. They will have the refresher orb down on Costa Belay pretty quickly, but this does not bode well for nouns in the late game.
Radiant's tower has fallen.
Got damage rune spawns down in the bottom
Radiant's
part of the river.
tower is under attack.
DK is just going to grab this. Oh. Page is gone. Heart, well, what's the heart status? Still another 800 gold till this one's done. I'm pretty sure at that point, Corey are fine with fighting into them. Yeah, a butterfly on Naga Siren as well would be great, but not even that necessary.
Nice
Me
find
showing the
there.
trees here, but he gets his wards down first. This is doing a decent chunk of damage to Costa Belay.
They actually didn't have like a ward. They just caught
gonna
him
take
with a
this
little
fight?
bit of vision on the Hawk and managed to
Yep.
take the dive. And backside of the fight is going to be the Dragon Tail onto the Beastmaster. He does have the Roar. If he can use it, does get the DK. BKB comes through from Costa Belay. He's doing some work, but the coil's also going to catch Husky. There's going to be the ultimate. Costa Belay with the refresher chasing down Vitalik, gets himself that kill. It's now Analog and Yuma running here as they've got to get away from these heroes on nouns, and it looks like they'll be successful.
I think they're gonna turn back around, maybe. They're waiting for this Razor's things to wear off. He's still got two Eyes of the Storm up. Like, his refresher orb is now down. They're more than happy to take a fight against nouns at this point.
Wait, Z-Freak caught out bottom by Yuma. He's dead.
Yeah, they were 100% wanting to turn that one back around.
Oh, Gunner mid lane. Also in some trouble. Wait a minute.
He's dead. He is dead.
He might not be. He has Magic Wand plus the shield, the cooldown reduction, or the damage reduction on Shield Crash.
Yeah, but does he have status resist?
No.
I'm pretty sure he's about to get coconutted by Gardic forever. There's a catapult
Forever.
there. Forever. This is about to be the most coconutted Pangolier you have ever seen. Wait, Husky's rolling
I
up
was
on
like,
him. He
there
might
is
uncoconut him.
a Husky coming forward.
Hit him with the coconut. Coconut him. He didn't coconut him. Where's the coconut?
It's looking like the most not coconutted Pango I've ever seen.
Oh my god, that is embarrassing. He throws a death ward instead of the coconut. Amateur coconutting right there.
Mm.
It's the level 19 Witch Doctor as well. He's platinum. You can go for the coconut.
He
I
just wanted
would've
blood,
looked at
man.
it
He,
go
he
right
wanted
there.
kills,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. How can you forget about the coconut though? It was too juicy to pass up there. People just don't care about this ability anymore ever since they removed like the 5-second stun from creeps on it.
So Yuma does have that Heart of Tarrasque we were talking about, queuing up the Butterfly next. Almost level 20.
Yes.
How do you feeling about this? Like, do they have an answer to the Naga Siren, or is
No,
Yuma gonna be
absolutely
way too
not.
much?
There is no answer. There's no answer. This Naga Siren is an issue. Yeah, Helm of the Overlord. I see Vlad's and I immediately think of Wraith Pack Totem now, but I forget you still go Helm of the Overlord into Sight him.
Cool. Puck having some fun in the mid lane.
No, there is no answer to this Naga Siren though. This is going to be a massive issue. I don't know what you get at level 20 though. It's definitely the mirror image, right?
Yeah, you always go mirror image. Riptide hit like is irrelevant when one more mirror image is also one Riptide hit.
Yeah.
Yuma? Is he gonna be chain stunned? Can they do it? Is the question. It's getting close. Do they have the roar? They do. Oh my god, Gunner.
Alright, let's see when his items change. This is my favorite hobby. You'd see watch this change into a BKB. Have you clicked on the Naga Siren?
Yep. Watching it.
I'm waiting for it. Please change to a BKB. It's gotta. My number one hobby in Dota is watching people die, then changing what's on their quick buy. It looks like it's not happening here, though.
I would like to point out that Gunner's Pangolier is looking like a pretty good answer to the Naga Sirens. He's also got that Aghanim Scepter queued up. So that's going to be very strong. And he actually preemptively knew that he was going to go for the Aghanim Scepter before he hit level 15. He went for the 2.5 second shield crash cooldown in ball. So all according to plan.
Smart guy. Smart guy. Man. Again, we just don't see... Oh! Click on the Naga.
That is a BKB queued up in there now.
There's a BKB queued up.
And a nullifier for some reason.
It looks like he still hasn't changed his mind from this butterfly, but definitely wants to go with BKB in the near future. But yeah, even with that shadow nerf to the Pangolier, or like the shadow patch, whatever you want to call it, where it this Rolling Thunder stun duration doesn't last like what? Well, it lost like 0.2 seconds, so you can't chain it up anymore. You're still not able to get off anything with like a big cast animation, and of course, Song of the Siren and Snare, two things with pretty hefty cast animations.
Cast points, yeah. Top lane, looking for Vitali. Gunners found him. And quick BKB.
Yeah.
No bash.
Oh, Moo was just about there.
That was close.
Yeah, almost hit him with the Primal Roar. That would have been very unfortunate. We'd have popped your BKB. 9 seconds for absolutely nothing. But they're continuing to stall this game out on Hokori. Roshan's going to respawn in another 1 second. Let's go. He's back up. And I think that they're probably still better off taking the Rosh right now on nouns.
Yeah, I agree. I think if they get this, it's huge. Because, like, the shard is honestly not that bad for heroes like Razor, but I'm trying to think if there's anyone else's shard that... I mean, is Omni's shard even good? What even is it now?
Omni Shard?
Oh, it just gives him degen aura back.
Yeah, degen aura now. Yeah.
Well, that sounds terrible. So I would just put this on Costa Bile and give yourself the Storm Surge.
Drop them. Get them.
Oh, yeah, those are wards on the high ground. They are ready to go.
Yeah. Are they going to drop the Fortify for this? I mean, this is taking a lot of damage. You target the tower with it. Alright, there we go. They missed a couple of shots off on the tower, and there's the Fortify finally. I'm going to clear this thing out. He did a decent chunk of damage to this tier 3, though, so it's nice work done by El Misho down here.
Yeah, they all TP out.
Yep.
So Helm of the Overlord is completed. The question is, what creep is Moo going to find, or does he want to go for?
Probably the Golem, right? Extra HP.
Yeah, it's usually the Golem. Otherwise, you still just take like a Centaur. You know, it's not bad.
Yeah, just stomp. How do you feel about the Ice Shamans, by the way?
They're pretty cool. I mean, they push towers really fast.
Yeah. There's like, what, 100 damage to them when that spell? Decent. I thought it was 200 at first, but it's only 100.
Moo's found his creep. I'm curious. Yeah, he'll take the Ancient Black Dragon. Wants to be able to split push with this.
Okay. That's fair enough, I suppose. The Fireball does decent work, and it's okay in fights as well. But yeah, it's the split push. It's the big thing. You just A-click it down a lane. The splash attack does a lot. If you don't even drop that Fireball, which he does. I think El Misho is going to go back to work down here on the bottom lane. Wants to be able to shove this. He's working on a BKB himself. I think it's not going to make him feel too much more useful. You still do have the Omni Dispel to worry about, which I think is a pretty big problem. So BKB is going to solve all your problems in the Shadow Shaman. Be nice if he could find himself a better neutral item. Maybe at 37 minutes, he'll get the
Gunner
telescope.
knows he found someone. Oh, it's gonna be Vitali. There's the shield. Oh my gosh, not the shield crash rather, but the dive bomb coming through. He does have the BKB. A hex comes through. Who the heck has a hex? Z-Freak? All right. Homeboy picked up a Scythe of Ice recently.
Yep. Bottom lane, Almita's pushing this one again. He's got wards available. I'm pretty sure he's just going to drop his... They've lost to tier 3 already. You don't see it, but it's already dead.
It's dead on my screen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Song of the Siren. Goes to Belay with a BKB.
He's going to, TP out. This tower's dead. I'm pretty sure you target the range track with this one, but the ward's are a little bit too far away from it to hit it. Yeah, they're going to try, and they do a little bit of damage to the range tracks, but they don't secure it, and it means the lane isn't going to push it naturally. They don't secure it, right?
Nah.
Right? Okay. If those serpent wards were closer to the other side there, they definitely get that range tracks, man.
Yeah. 3k gold lead still for nouns, but it feels like Hokori the one that's playing with the advantage. So doing a really good job at splitting up the map. This Naga Siren is becoming very strong. The butterfly now completed as she goes for the BKB next. Fighting into Razor though, the refresher AC BKB as well.
Yeah.
Storm Surge is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Storm Surge is actually really good against Naga Siren.
What does this thing do again? It increases your movement speed. That's the ability.
The shard, okay? The shard. 18% chance when attack to fork lightning units for 150 damage and a 50% slow.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good against illusion heroes.
Yeah, very interesting ability. Passively increases Razor's movement speed. Good stuff. Walking up the high ground would
looking for Vitali. They get the roar out from Moo. Rolling Thunder as well. They follow that up with the Hex. The chain stuns. Can they do it? They do. And another kill onto the DK.
You've lost your tier 2 tower while you killed that DK.
Yes, you have. I mean, they're going to get tier 2 mid. Gunner is TPing back, but the real Naga Siren is not in this lane. She's already left into the jungle. He can get recalled by the Coddle, though, which is a really big deal.
Yep. I think they realized this is why Yuma hasn't decided to TP back and try to take this team fight.
Just Spider Legs, he does. Oh my god, that's like one of the best items to have on Naga Siren.
Yep. It makes the push even more annoying. More place for you to hard, more place for you to hide, more difficult to catch.
Oh, poor Black Dragon.
Yuma now gonna cut this next wave here.
He's gonna cut both waves.
Yep. Mid and bottom. Expert level Naga Siren gameplay. Cool stuff. This has to be super frustrating to deal with. So there's 2 Aegises now that you just have not been able to push into the high ground, and you've lost your own tier 3. Ends up killing Husky's courier as well. Nice catch there by Analog. And now he's split it pushing down the bottom lane. I mean, at the very least, his catapult's here, so he's not going to be able to eventually take this range track. Do you just like run the Naga illusions at this range track down the bottom lane? Allow this to push in naturally at this point? Because this thing is very low. Is he gonna do it? I mean, he's already doing a lot of micro. It's a lot on your mind. Age of Black Dragon, they're about to lose again. Gold goes the way of Analog. 250, very cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And Yuma did complete this BKB, by the way, going for a Nullifier as the next item, which is necessary against the Omni Knight. Especially given that Omni is working on an Aeon Disc as his next item.
So we might be in for the long haul here, is what it looks like. Both teams basically cutting waves, but we've got a Naga Siren who is refusing to die, and like basically stop this split push madness. You've also got this Shadow Shaman who's very good at pushing lanes as well, and Zoom and Nouns. Sorry, are having a hard time keeping their hands on heroes. Question is, will he find anything with this Rolling Thunder in the bottom lane? Looks like he's just clearing the wave. He's role playing as Storm Spirit here.
Yeah. And he is gone.
Yeah,
right,
every hero on Hokori has TP'd out, basically.
Hit the range tracks with this. Hit the range tracks. Naga, please. Yes. They're going to expire though. to get it. He gets it. Good stuff. The catapult was a traitor and went for the melee racks as well, where it just would have healed up. So, micromanagement there by Yuma. Bottom lane is going to shove in naturally now. We are in this for the long haul, though.
Nice.
Yeah. Razor actually picks up a Maelstrom, by the way. So we realize that this Naga Siren is going to be a significant issue, and he is going to need a way to clear out illusions. Either that or he's role-playing. He wants more lightning stuff for his Razor.
He's a lightning remnant, man. He's got to. I imagine Storm Surge with static charge. Like how many fork lightnings there's going to be in this fight? It's going to be like we're at a festival, man.
Yeah, the man is definitely playing roles.
Insert Darude Sandstorm.
How does Darude Sandstorm fit in here?
Because we're at a festival, man. He's just raving it out. He's looking to jump Gardic here in the mid lane. Gardic will just force staff himself away.
No, Gunner not going to be as lucky.
He's looking very much less lucky. That is correct. 4-hero rotation will find the Pango.
He's surprisingly tanky, though. How come he was so tanky?
He's got 3,000 health.
Why is he so tanky?
Lincoln's
hit him 11 times on Puck. There was a lot of auto attacks.
Yeah. He's dead for a while, too. 80 more seconds.
I guess Puck just doesn't do that much right click damage. It's all magic on him. Oh well. Yeah, no buyback. And they're losing their tier 3 tower up in the top lane. I feel like you're not highlighting this one enough.
I mean, I don't know what you can do here. Like, this is just Hokori spreading the map here, and Nouns not really having an answer for what's been going on. Like, they're playing this exceptionally well. Yeah, tier 3 down to about a third HP, and
they go mid after this. Bottom lane was being pushed in, courtesy of that ancient Thunder Hide, and the Puck is going to try to deal with that one. Yeah, he just doesn't do that much damage. It takes him a while to kill these things.
Meanwhile, mid lane, they find El Misho. Song of the Siren was expended here, but Kospia, obviously with BKB, doesn't seem to care all that much. Yeah. So he'll find that kill.
So unlucky if they lose El Misho. He does have the money for his own BKB on the Shadow Shaman. He was holding buyback, which he doesn't need to use. Roshan not going to respond for another 40 seconds here. So at that point, everyone's going to be up. Telescope found by the Dragon Knight. He's going to be very happy about this on Shadow Shamans. He was still using the pig pole up until now. What does he take the... Yeah, okay, he's got the telescope now. He just about took the Stormcrafter. There's the Mjolnir done on Razor, by the way.
Yep.
So main is going to be throwing out his lightning.
Dude, it's actually a sick build. Like, this Naga Siren can't focus Razor, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he just drops the Mjolnir off into the Pango. Let the Pango go crazy.
Oh, Freak running around with his brand new Shadow Blade in the mid lane. Gets the Hex out, finds the Witch Doctor, Dragon Tail from Vitali. Question is, can they actually clean up these extra heroes? Husky comes in with the ult, doesn't end up finding the kill, but it's going to be Vitali now fighting up against Kostabile. A Hex from El Misho. They've got the Roar to cancel it. And Kostabile, he's got that refresher. He's got a lot to work with. That's going to be the first kill there onto the Shaman. And Moo stands his ground, but this is the matchup. The Razor versus the Naga Siren. You don't stand a chance. Kostabile burns her down, and Analog will be able to make it out. Gem on the ground somewhere. Where is this thing? There it is. It was in the fire. I couldn't find him.
Well, they struggled to find it themselves up until they pointed out to where they ended up dropping. But then bottom lane shoving in. Top lane, I imagine, is going to be shoving in pretty quickly. They've got more creeps up there. Puck shoving in the mid lane, too. So, yeah, they're making it so they can't get anything off of this. They might be able to grab Roshan, but...
Dude, Razor did 4,400 damage to the Naga Siren.
Yeah, he did the total of 10,500 damage in that last team fight. It was all him.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. This hero is absolutely going to own if he's allowed to just stand his ground. And big shout out to Moo, who came in and basically salvaged that because he was about to get full duration shackled and instead Roar to cancel it. Bottom wave.
It's unfortunate when you have to, you gotta get back to the others. I'm pretty sure, is Analog gonna find Husky here? No, it doesn't look like he is. Yeah, it's unfortunate when you have to drop the roar on the Shadow Shaman in order to cancel shackles, but it was definitely the optimal play there. So, good call there by Moo. Doing something that at first glance looks like a grief, but it 100% needed to be the Razor.
Oh, they caught the Hex on the puck. Then roar?
He
Wait,
gets out of this one.
it didn't get used. Puck's out.
He gets out.
Swift blink from Costa Bile. Wait a minute, is he out?
Surely he's out.
I mean, all right, yeah, he's gonna survive. Gardic, not as lucky. Yeah, this Swift blink, he just got it delivered off the courier in that fight. This guy is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. All right, Z-Freak is just basically role-playing as Nyx Assassin right now, and it's hilarious.
BKB TP.
He's got a roar.
He was too slow on the...
Oh, stun comes through. He needs help. They need more people here to find these kills. El Misho gets the ward traps, holding Moo in place. Buying himself a little bit of space, but Costa Bile has shown up. The real carry is here. Z-Freak's got a Hex, trying to chase after the puck, but way too slippery. Bots 2 completed on this hero.
Yeah, smoked up on 3 heroes in the meantime, by the way. They're wrapping around the back. They're trying to see if they can catch out any heroes who
We're going to find
Husky.
Husky.
They get Husky the best case scenario.
A on disc. Will protect him for now. And Costa Bile just turns it on with the BKB, just doing the damage out to Vitali. There's going to be the refresher. The second Eye of the Storm coming through. Gets himself another kill beyond Godblike, looking for Yuma. He's on the run. He's going to just immediately pop that BKB, Song of the Siren, and team. Oh, the bash! Pango! Oh, no. He's so screwed. What a bash off the swashbuckle.
Oh my god, that was insane. Analog's been pushing the mid lane. Someone's got to deal with this, but you have buybacks not available on like 3 of these heroes that are currently dead. You do have it on Naga Siren, but you want to avoid using this under any circumstance. That last team fight was insane. Analog, he did end up breaking the ward trap himself. He threw the waning riff off onto the... Wait, what was it that knocked him back? It was a waning riff, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the Aghanim Scepter upgrade on the Waning Rift. It knocked Moo out of the ward trap from the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just going up to the top lane now.
Dude, Costa Bile attacks so fast right now. With that 80 attack speed Talon, he's got the Beastmaster aura. They're going straight for tier 4s. He doesn't have an Aghanim Scepter, but he doesn't seem to need it at this point. Yeah. Naga Siren's buyback, again, available. She's going to be forced to use it. It looks like Nouns might just walk away. Analog, nice Waning Rift there. Pango.
He wants to coil these people. Shadow Shaman routing the bottom lane while this is going down, so they will end up getting a melee reaction in this one.
No, are they? They forward? Pango's going back?
Yeah, they're gonna catch. Suddenly they catch a couple of heroes here, right?
I mean, I don't know how. How do you go into the Costa Bile, dude? He's so strong.
His refresher's on cooldown. Like this has to be the time that you go on him.
It's so
His
scary.
double Eye of the Storm is the issue. But they're not going right now. They're waiting for this refresher orb to come off of cooldown.
Z-Freak's the issue, man. The Shadowblade Hex that he's got going on is terrifying.
Yeah, you're not safe anywhere with Z-Freak on the map.
Lincoln's doesn't do anything. He just Solar Bind Hexes you.
Yeah.
And there it is. Roshan number 3 of the game. This one with the refresher. So if 2 Razor ultimates weren't enough, there's about to be a 3rd. I actually wonder if they go refresher on Beastmaster, because I don't know if they want to put the refresher. Okay, yeah, they're going to put refresher on one of the other heroes.
They finally have the nullifier on this Naga Siren. Like, you have struggled to kill this Omni a couple of times. He's found the correct initiation, but he just kept his team alive with this Guardian Angel. There was a few times you actually had the Witchbane in his backpack, but didn't end up switching it in.
Yeah, I saw that actually. I did.
Yeah.
Oh, Vitali's been found by Costa Bile. The BKB comes out. He's just gonna try and TP. Does he have the damage? Oh my god.
Very close.
All right, he's gonna make it out. Gunner here, trying to keep his melee barracks alive.
Yeah, this does put the BKB on cooldown, but I'm pretty sure it's are going to fight into them the next like 50, 60 seconds anyways. Puck now just pushing down the top lane. I mean, they just have to
like on an
dodge best they
accent.
can. Yeah.
You just bought it outright. I mean,
so this is gonna
it's so
push down
good this
buildings
game.
now.
It's so good this game. 2 different striking targets and the ability to hit towers. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah. is recalled over to the team. I'm pretty sure they're just going to try to end with this. BKB off cooldown another 20 seconds. This is what they're waiting for when it goes to B-Lit. Yeah.
There it is. Goes right
They
over the
just
high
drop it
ground.
off
Pops that ult. And you get to work on the base. Dude, imagine if the minus armor from Eye of the Storm worked on buildings.
That would be busted.
It'd be very funny.
Yeah. The first side of the storm is used pretty successfully. They get the racks. I mean, you have to defend at some point.
I mean,
You can't play in the mega
they're going
creeps.
for the wrap around, it would seem, but Costabile just putting himself in front makes it so difficult to do. I mean, you've
Yeah.
got to get Husky, right? But he's got an Aeon disc. Maybe you can get Z-Freak, but he's just got a Shadow Blade and a Hex. Like, oh, they get the scan. That is huge. They will see the real Yuma there.
Yep.
The real question is, can the Zoomers punish it? They still have a creep wave showing in the mid lane. They want to try and get these illusions down in time. They have one creep to escort.
Yeah, they know they're not in the base right now. Like, there are creeps inside the Dire base. They would be defending if they were in there.
They're
They don't
looking
get
for
the
him.
bash off
Oh,
of
they get the bash now. Dragon Knight's been found. Hex out as well. In comes Analog. Can they actually punish the puck for this? Moo's got a roar as well, looking for his target. But it's going to be Yuma on the backside with the BKB. But guess what? It's Costabile right on top of him. He can't go anywhere, and Abyssal to boot. He is dead. El Micho absolutely destroyed. As Gunners continue to chase here onto Garden, Costabile rotates on it as well. Triple kill for him. Puck able to buy sometimes. He takes down Z-Freak finally, but they don't care. Costabile is just ending the game. He gets the Mega Creeps, turning his attention to the tier 4s. He's still got that Eye of the Storm going. His Creeps are going to come into the base bottom, and the GG comes out. And Nouns will take game number 2.
Against the odds, I was super concerned about them. As Nagas are installing out the game, it got huge, but they find that one kill down bot thanks to Gunner. Securing that one off, and she isn't able to get the song on the side, and she's able to get that net off. Then after that, they take control of the game. I gotta say, everyone played amazing on now. There's some super sick plays. Z-Freak farming up that egg intercept with that Shadow Blade, making split pushing even more difficult. Move with the super clutch of roars inside these team fights, and of course goes to be like massive at the end of the game on Razor. 15-1. Man played insane.
They did so much damage too. 49,000 damage. I mean,
They defended their backline so well.
Yeah, they really did. They did not allow like Husky or Z-Freak really to go down in this game at all. Like, just look at the amount of deaths, like completely 13 kills only for the side of Hokori in a almost 49-minute game. I mean, they played super clean on Nouns here, and very well deserved in game 2. This is kind of what I would have expected in game 1 normally. Like, if you're Nouns here, picking like this type of draft, this is much more in their wheelhouse for me when I see this. And they had plenty of answers to Naga, it seemed, at the end of the game. The Razor, like, Naga Siren doesn't get to do anything. As long as he has BKB, which she had the refresher, like, she just didn't stand a chance. It was pretty nuts.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that Nullifier came out a little bit too late. I feel like if you had that of the Witchbane a bit earlier, like that time that you caught out Husky over by the secret shop, you might have been able to win this game, but
Dude, that bash too.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the bash on the swashbuckle, on the TP
That was
out.
so sick, man.
That's just unreal.
Yeah. That was such a sick play there by Gunner. You just barely managed to get in. You should not be able to continue to swashbuckle when you're asleep.
Hey, man.
but if it's a mechanic, if it works, it works.
Just throws his body at them, basically. What a great game. Now, do you happen to know if we're going to be getting an interview?
I don't know yet, but I was told that we almost certainly will be.
Okay. So chances are we will be having an interview. That means we're going to go to a very short break as we come back with one of the players from Nouns and be able to pick their brains a little bit, everyone. So stay tuned. We'll be back, and we'll be seeing you in just a very short moment. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. And as we promised, we've got a very special interview with one of the fan favorites, Husky. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Amazing. We have a lot of questions to you. Congratulations on the sponsorship, by the way. I don't think I've talked to you since you got it.
Thank you very
Nouns, I believe it is. Anything shouts you want to give to Nouns before we get started on this interview?
Yeah, shout out Nouns. They're just a meme.
Just a meme. Good
It's a meme.
stuff.
That's all they want to be known as is a meme.
All right. Now, we have had some very exciting Omni Night gameplay to break down for game number 2. Why don't you give everyone a rundown about how you entered the channel here and explain what you did?
Uh, well, I mean, it's a 50-minute game where like we felt pretty confident, but everyone gets to shove lanes the whole game and hit creeps, and I just gotta sit behind people. So it was riveting gameplay.
Okay. Now, on a more serious, let's talk about the brain half of this one. What made you guys decide to pick the Omni Night?
Well, after we saw their opener, my team was like, yo, let's pick a bat. Let's pick a bat. And I was like, yeah, Baton's cool. And then I saw the Witch Doctor, and I was like, I pick Omni and I press R. Their supports do 0 damage in this game, so I think it's just a cooler Baton.
Mhm. You guys do tend to go for like a little bit more unusual picks. PSG LGD ended up picking Omni Knight in 2 of the games of their regional final in China, though. Was it that influence your decision at all, or is just I wanted to pick like Omni here? It looks good.
I mean, I think those games in particular, they were picking at versus heroes like Dragon Knight, like low damage, low cooldown stuns that are just
Mhm.
annoying, especially in the laning phase for your carry who just gets stunned off cooldown. I think in Europe they were doing a Baton specifically, and in China they were doing Omni.
Mhm.
I haven't played it in a few months because when the not the sub patch, but the real patch came out a couple months ago, like you could see like all the lower teams kind of trying the Omni Knight, and a lot of the better teams were not really caring about like the strength gain side of it because it's not comparable to the status resistance that it had like a
Yeah.
year ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it didn't really have much success and it kind of died out. And then people went back and were like, I think people are looking back at it now and are kind of like, there's potential for it. It's not like first pick it and it's broken, but there's like pick it later and it's pretty cool when you play against a draft that has because like Rasa and DK are really popular heroes right now, and like
Mhm.
bars and stuff. And these heroes are like relatively low damage, but they're just so much stun in team fight that if you don't have this kind of sustain save, that they eventually just stun you 50 times in a fight and then you die because they have too many stuns. So
Yeah.
it'll see more play, I think.
Yeah. I want
Nice.
to move back to a more traumatic note, by
Oh,
the
God.
way. Let's talk about game number 1.
Uh, that game.
Okay, I just have one.
We
I
go ahead,
literally only
Ricky.
have one question, and it was
Mhm.
where where in the discussion of the draft did things change to we're picking off lane undying? And is this something that you guys have just
Um,
been practicing or like since like the
I mean,
change?
Moo's been playing offlane Undying, both in scrims and officials. Like, you'll see like once a month or so for the last couple of
Yeah,
months
it's like I
because,
remember seeing it randomly here and there.
yeah, I mean, it's because of the Spectre. It's like really good for Spectre. You're playing versus like 0 heroes like into Tombstone, so it's a cool Undying game for sure. We were between like Undying, Phoenix offlane, and like Viper, I think, but Viper isn't really an us hero. I don't know if you've ever seen us play Viper with
Yeah,
this
I
roster.
that's why I was
Ricky was going off about it. I said you guys have integrity, so you didn't pick Viper, but continue,
No,
Ricky.
it's just Viper's like in the words of Eternal Envy, Spectre actually beats Viper because like Viper pwns him in the lane, but then in the team fights, you are like this 280 movement speed of Viper getting slowed the entire fight. And eventually it gets like a Scotty, and then you just die. Like I don't even think it's that good versus Spectre, but we could have maybe snowballed the lanes harder with a Spectre or a Viper, I mean, and just won the game quick. But I don't mind the Undying pick. I don't think the Undying was the reason that game was as hard as it was.
I was going
okay.
to talk about the unusual picks and the Crystal Maiden. That is a little bit unusual right now. What was the logic behind this one?
I mean, CM got buffed in the most recent patch, and
Yeah,
she was already a hero that was like it felt kind of good to play, but her ult was like hard to use because of the AOE being like you had to be like on top of them basically.
Yeah.
And then I think the general meta shift shifted to more like really strong laning carries, which paired nicely with heroes like CM and Witch Doctor for the ones we've been playing. Yeah, Enchantress already kind of does this.
yeah, but
Um,
that hero's been banned out an awful lot.
yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, CM was just a strong generic laner, and it's a good team fight hero. So.
Cool.
cool. Uh, Go ahead, Ricky.
How is the so I mean big news for NA fans is like there's like a new sponsored team, and I know Neff brought it up initially. How has like anything changed like on the team at all since like you guys picked up the sponsor? Like is team morale just generally higher, or is it like just another day in the office for you guys?
Um, yeah, I would say the morale is higher. I mean, there was the other day, I think before this tournament started, or like right after we got the sponsor. Um, there was like some speeches going on and stuff, and part of that was like, we have a sponsor now, so there's no excuse to not Like
You putting the hours in?
it's
Or?
hard. I mean, we were already like all of us sit here and just play Dota for like 12, 15 hours a day. So it's hard to say we weren't giving 120%, but it's like
Mhm.
there are definitely aspects within a team that are like take a lot of just internal like effort to fix. It's not even like time, it's more of like just how hard they are to fix. Like relations between players. Less of the gameplay stuff and more of the team aspect of things. And like
Envy's gone. You don't have those problems anymore. It's fine. No, but
yeah,
continue.
it's just like there's no excuse anymore to let small things affect our mental state and not be able to work through them as a team. So we've been getting better over time, just
Hmm.
understanding each other as teammates and as persons, as individuals. And yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, I guess, but
No, that's cool.
I don't want to out anybody in particular, but I guess it does make sense. You know, when there's not as much money, there's days where you're going, okay, why am I doing this? It doesn't feel as much like your job, and it's harder to justify fixing some of these problems, right?
yeah, in a sense, it's weird because it is hard to say that we weren't putting in as much effort as we could to fix everything we could. But
Hmm.
yeah, you could definitely say once you're finally getting paid, that it's like there's literally no excuses to. Yeah, I don't really know how to go into detail without giving too much
That's okay.
away about the
But
inside of the team.
all right, we can touch briefly on the inside of the team, though. I've been asking a lot of people, haven't had the chance to ask you yet, who their favorite teammate is. Who's your favorite teammate, Husky?
I knew this one was coming.
That's such a that's such a toxic question, actually. Oh my god.
Everyone's got a favorite. Come on.
I mean, my teammates are all great in their own ways.
Oh my god, I can't stand this guy. He's too nice.
You know, I mean, I went to Disneyland with Gunner, but I also played at a land with Moo. So, and like Costa's like the nicest teammate I've ever had. Like this guy doesn't ever get mad. He's never really toxic.
Mhm.
And Zach's like the chillest one on the team, and like the calmest. So like I don't really know what to tell you. Like I'm not picking
Oh,
favorites here.
they're
I
all
refuse.
great. Yeah,
I
okay.
refuse.
Ricky, back to you. You have something that can bait this guy out, maybe?
No, dude. I like. Come on.
Who?
He's
who- What did Sammy Boy say? Did you ask Sammy Boy this question?
Huh?
no. You asked
No, I didn't.
Devi Llama this question, right?
What do you say?
I don't remember. You said Sammy was a psycho, though.
Yeah, he did say Sammy was a psycho. Several people said that. B9 said he wanted to beat Sammy Boy because he was
Yeah,
upset.
yeah.
Like, he's
So just
frustrating.
classic. Yeah, it's just good stuff. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have any other questions. It's always just a pleasure talking with you, Neff. Do you have any others?
Yeah, who's your least favorite teammate of all time? Not just on this team. You're not allowed to say Sammy. It's a cop-out answer.
No, I wouldn't be Sammy. Of
No.
all time?
Yeah,
Man,
you played with Envy briefly.
I actually enjoyed the brief time I played with Envy until the end.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I actually learned a bit from Envy.
Huh.
I mean, as a teammate, he was probably like one of the worst players. Like, not towards me specifically, but like there were some things that were just insane playing with Envy.
I am told that
Uh,
certain players lost a lot of their confidence after playing with Envy. I'm not gonna go any further than that.
but when Envy and I when I joined that team briefly with Envy, or he joined our team, I don't even know. We had he Steam called me actually. Like we were gonna talk, and he
Steam
Steam called
call.
me.
Oh my! Was Discord down or what?
No, he just Steam calls me out of the blue, and we have like an hour-long talk about how he's grown as a person and how he has like a better
But
like life
not
view,
grown enough to
worldview.
install Discord.
I don't know.
Oh, it's sorry.
He's a
Continue.
character. He's a
Yeah.
character.
Any Dota's lucky to have him. You know, there's no one quite like him.
Well, any other things you would like to say, Husky, before we let you go for the evening?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. He says.
Cool stuff.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in playoffs, sir. Good luck again, and looking
Thank you.
forward to watching what the Nouns team does.
Yeah, and congratulations once again on the sponsorship, and thank you, Nouns, for any Nouns people that are watching.
Thank you. Just a meme. Just a meme.
Just a
All right.
meme.
All right. See you later, Husky.
Bye.
Yeah, that was good. Good stuff.
I love it. Good stuff,
Mhm.
indeed.
Mhm.
Well,
Have to learn
Neff.
a little bit more about Envy lore. Go ahead.
No. That was fantastic. Continue. You're good.
No, I got nothing. I'm done for the day. I need to sit on this information that's been sent to me. Steam call. Wow.
I didn't.
Wow.
I like forgot Steam calling was a thing. Like I actually forgot that was a feature entirely.
Yeah, I'd sooner go back to Skype. Anyways. Let's wrap this one up, buddy.
All right. Well, everyone, it's been a fun day of Dota. We got to watch 6 great games, some 1-1s, a 2-0 from Dog Champ, some good stuff all around from all of our teams. But we've got 2 more days of group stage lined up here at the BTS Pro Series Season 11. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, we get some juicy old playoffs. So we'll see you all tomorrow, same place, same time here on the BTS channel. My name, again, is rkryptic, and I'm here with neph. We'll see you all very soon, and have a wonderful night.